We're standing here in front of the church where moments ago the funeral for James Gandolfini just took place. Now we got a chance to talk to people that worked with him, some fans and some friends. So here's what we found out about the man you may know as Tony Soprano.
He is one of the most marvelous men I've ever known and one of the best friends I've had in my life. We had rekindled since 1995 and I'll miss him forever. And I'm very disappointed we'll have no more of his spectacular acting work, which always inspired me.
How close to the character of Tony Soprano do you think he was?
185 degrees away. He was, actually he had told me, I don't think I'm talking out of turn, he was ready to be done with that character. It was eating him up inside. That was an evil person, but somebody we learned to love somehow on some side of him, and that's the genius of the character as well as the man who played the role. And that always inspired me as well, but Jim was not at all like the character, and his anxieties that would work up from having to become this person could be quite high at times because he wasn't like that.
Today's obviously a very hot day, but there's still a ton of people here, a lot of media. Why do you think the world has gravitated toward him as an actor and a person?
Well, he was a great actor, and again, I think he's done a lot for the industry, SAG-AFTRA. And he was a master at his craft, and I think that's what we're here. And if I didn't come today, I'd regret it.
So you worked with James?
Pardon?
You worked with James?
Yes, I did.
What kind of a man was he?
The best, the absolute best. He was a saint on earth. You can't say enough good things. I wish I were a poet, so I could really do service to it.
And how will you remember him personally?
Just his presence, really, just his presence. He was a saint. He was a beautiful person.
What's the one thing you would tell the fans out there that didn't know him personally that you wish they knew about him?
He wasn't Tony Soprano. Yeah.
And how will you remember him?
I just remember times on set, he was funny. I mean, a lot of times on a film set, on a film set, the director sets the tone for the set and everything. But on a TV show, it's usually the actors. And because of Jim, it was the most amazing experience of my life. And everybody on the cast and crew knew when it ended that we would never have anything like it again. And a large part of that had to do with Jim.
What's the nicest thing you saw him do?
The nicest thing?
I love how you're smiling right now. It's beautiful.
I think with me personally, I was coming out of makeup maybe one day and he was sitting down in his private way, learning his lines. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So, I didn't bother him, but he called me over and he said, "Where you going?" He says, "Come on, come over here. Don't go in there, sit down and talk to me." And I was, really touched by that. And we just talked about life in general. How you doing, how's your family, that kind of stuff. He didn't have to do that, but he made you feel important.